All right, so I want to talk about a kind of book that I really haven't done much talking about. This is a nonfiction collection of essays, which right off the bat may have some of you like, and I'm out. Not super interested in that. I would love to read a biography or something like that, but a collection of essays, pass. But man, this is one that I truly love. I want to talk to you about C.S. Lewis's On Stories and other essays on literature. Now, first, right off the bat, On Stories is a specific essay in this collection. There's also an essay about the novels of Charles Williams, a tribute to E.R. Edison, on 3 ways of writing for children. There's an essay on science fiction, something about The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings. He writes about Dorothy Sayers. There's just a lot of different stuff in here, but specifically, so first of all the essays are related to literature or authors or writing, that kind of thing. But specifically, the essay on stories, the title essay, has become so incredibly significant in my life as a human being, as an English teacher, as an academic, as a future librarian, because what it's all about is the importance of reading. It's about what we talked about the other day when I talked about not gatekeeping, on how, stories, think about this. This is back World War II era. C.S. Lewis is this advocate for the value of children's literature for adults. And back then it was really children's literature is for children. And he makes the argument that if a children's book cannot be read and enjoyed by an adult, it's just not a good children's book. Now, maybe some of that's self-serving since he's also the author of the Chronicles of Narnia, but I think that there's really a rich and valuable depth to that. He talks about how, this is a quote, "It's very rarely that a middle-aged man finds an author who gives him what he knew so often in his teens and 20s, the sense of having opened a new door." So he's basically saying, we need to reinvigorate and ignite a passion for literature where even an adult man can feel like he's experiencing something new instead of just the redundant. One of the things that he talks about so much in this book that I absolutely adore is he talks about, too, the value of rereading. Now, I'm an advocate for rereading, and it's hard because, you get so tired of, well, I'll put it this way. There are so many books out there that you want to read. How are you ever going to find the time to read all of those books? And then to go back and reread something, that doesn't make sense. How are you're cutting your time to read those new books even shorter. But the truth is that there's this depth and richness that comes with reading a book the second time. I have a book club that at one point we reread the Harry Potter books, and I've read them a few times, but reading those books again instead of the first time, now you start catching up on all the nuance. You start catching the subtle hints that the author gave. You start catching, things that the character did that were foreshadowing that you never caught. And it's just so much more rich. And you start being able to find deeper meaning, your own sort of symbolic resonance with the book. And so that's such a beautiful thing. So I highly encourage, if you are a book lover, if you're someone who loves to read, pick this up and read On Stories. And if you're not, pick this up and read On Stories, because you may very well find a new reason to love reading. So go and either way, pick it up.